there's never anything wrong with accepting a compliment and truly letting it into your heart. I sent to the owner of the retreat that I went to last month a poem that I'd written afterward about my experience, and also the links to all my TikToks where I talked about the experience from the therapy. And she wrote back to me yesterday and gave me some feedback on it. But she also told me that my creativity and my openness and the way I share my story is inspiring. And it wasn't really strong, but inside I was able to sense a little bit of me that didn't want to accept the compliment of being inspiring. And I noticed it. And it's nothing unusual for me to do that, but it was faint. But I noticed it and I stopped. I'm like, wait a minute, Ken. You're allowed to accept the compliment. There's nothing wrong with accepting it. It's like, I know that you got this uncomfortable feeling, like, no, it's not deserved. But that's exactly everything that I am trying to work with. And I was using the tools, that core self part of me, to try to talk to that part of me that was uncomfortable with it. And thinking about it, going, what is it that even makes me inside want to cringe from a compliment? It was a genuine compliment. I think there's a part of me that feels like, it feels like it doesn't deserve it, but it almost feels like, well, if I accept a compliment, is it somehow invalidating other people who have done more than me and who are more deserving of a compliment? I'm like, well, no, Ken, no, it's accepting a compliment. It's a genuine, well-intentioned compliment. It doesn't invalidate anybody else. Do you actually believe that? No, I don't actually believe it invalidates anyone else. If someone else gets a compliment, does it bother you, Ken? No, not at all. So then why are you an exception? So you're allowed to accept a compliment. And I sat there and I just tried to let the compliment into me, into my heart. I don't know if it worked, but the important thing is to do it. And more importantly is to keep doing it consistently over and over and over again, because I'm trying to reparent myself from patterns that I've had for decades. So it's going to take time. It's going to take time to learn. It's going to take time to be gentle with myself and to remind myself, oh, hey, Ken, you felt this way. You didn't want to let the compliment into your heart. Noticing it and then talking to myself gently, like a best friend, like essentially reparenting myself, telling myself, like, no, it's okay. It's okay. You're allowed to accept the compliment into your heart. There's nothing wrong with it. And I think that's a good thing for all of us to remember, is that I know I'm not alone in this. I know there's a lot of people out there who also shy away from compliments, and you're like, but we're allowed to accept genuine compliments. It doesn't make us bad. It doesn't mean that we're doing something wrong. It's not going to sit there and corrupt us and go to our heads. None of that. It's part of seeing our own worth. So try to remember that, and I'll try to remember it too, and I'll keep reparenting myself. So best luck to y'all, and I hope we can all learn to be more gentle with ourselves and to keep accepting things and letting the good things about us into our hearts. See ya.